Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets has not one but two Gamecube-to-GBA Link modes, and the second one is pretty involved and contains content that really hasn't been documented until now. On the main menu of the Cube game, there's a GBA connection feature at the bottom. Selecting this will display two options. The first is to download a horrible minigame into an empty GBA. Connect the GBA to controller socket 2, not 4, following the on-screen instructions, and the Gamecube game will send a stupid 9-tile slide puzzle to the GBA. You know what? Let me ask a question. Has anyone in the history of gaming ever said, "Oh hell yes, a slide puzzle! I love these super frustrating puzzles and how not fun they are! Holy f***, dude! Yeah, call the bros! It's slide puzzle night, baby!" No, that has never happened. Literally any other game would have been more fun than a slide puzzle. Making matters worse, this slide puzzle has no music, only uses the D-pad, and the game doesn't even display the completed picture, so you have no clue where to even start. But the worst part? It's not even in color. This muted gray, especially when viewed on actual handheld hardware, is nearly impossible to depict any sort of detail. If you manage to complete the puzzle, you need to press A to confirm it. The game doesn't even tell you that you've won. Why is this even in a Harry Potter game? As poorly composed as it is, it just makes no freaking sense. Okay, so the awful slide puzzle is entirely skippable, but this second option is quite a doozy. It took me hours to unlock these secret areas, and I'm going to try to simplify this as much as possible, so stick with me here. Okay, so step 1, you basically need to play through both the Cube and GBA versions of Chamber of Secrets and have a save file essentially near the end of the game. The first part can initially be unlocked at just about any time, but it's only accessible towards the end of the game, so you're going to need to play for hours in both games to reach this point. The second step, now that you have nearly completed save files, is to connect the GBA version to the Cube version and choose the Unlock Secret Area option. If done correctly, the GBA will state that a secret area has become unlocked in the Hogwarts ground and to look for a green vine to climb in the Forbidden Forest. Without unlocking this secret, the wall is simply blank and looks like any other wall. But when unlocked by connecting to the Cube version, this climbable vine appears. It's in the north middle area right next to the checkpoint icon. Step 3. Climb this vine to enter the forest. This unlocked area isn't very big, but it has these white wolves that pace in a circle, and they're pretty easy to avoid. They can cause damage, but you basically need to walk right on top of them. They also can't be killed using standard attacks, so just walk around them. But in the southwest corner of this unlocked area is a single collectible card. This one specific card can only be collected here in this unlocked forest. And that's it. There is another exit on the east side of the forest, but it just drops you off on the same grounds area just on the northern side. Then, most importantly, walk back to the save point and save the game. This special card is needed to unlock the secret area in the Cube version. Okay, now on to step 4. Now that the special card has been collected in the GBA version, link up the GBA to the Cube version one more time, selecting the same connectivity option. Only this time, the game recognizes that this one secret forest area card has been collected in the GBA version and now explains that the bank has now been unlocked in the Cube version. So now you can turn off the GBA and then fire up that nearly complete Gamecube version save file. In the main Hogwarts hub area, follow this path down the right hand side from the save point, past these 3 kids, and through this one door. You'll now be in a tiny room. Normally, the game explains that this is the locked GBA connectivity door. But this door is now unlocked since the GBA card has been collected and made proper communication with the Cube version. So here it is, the special secret unlockable room that very few Harry Potter players have seen. It's just a straight hallway with the same creepy NPC sitting at podiums on both sides. He doesn't say much, if anything at all, but there are a few treasures in this room. First, there's a brown healing toad jumping around, and it isn't hard to miss as it's the only thing animated in this room. but the 4 chests each contain one-of-a-kind items, again to complete the inventory of collectibles in the subscreen. Keep in mind, each chest can only be opened by attacking it with a specific magic attack, and these magic attacks are only available closer towards the end of the game. This is why you're going to want to play through most of the game first. But here's treasure chest 1.
Number 77, Norvel Twonk.
Here's chest number 2.
Number 60, Laverne de Montmorency.
The 3rd chest.
Number 59, Gregory the Smarmy.
And the final chest.
Number 58, Glover Hitworth.
There is a door at the end of this hallway, but it isn't interactive. Other than these chests, the toad, and the annoying clone NPC that doesn't really say anything important, there is no other interactivity in this room. And the collectible cards don't unlock any special abilities or anything. They're just there to give the player an excuse to explore every nook and cranny of the game. But here it is. Here's a quick walkthrough of this whole room because not a lot of people have seen this content and it's not really documented anywhere else on the internet. So here you go, Harry Potter fans. Is it everything you hoped for? Needless to say, this is quite a bit of work to unlock content that doesn't actually do anything. For me, the hardest part was finding these secret areas because they're not highlighted on the map and there's no quest marker. You just need to explore until you coincidentally find them. Is it worth to play through both games to unlock this content? No, absolutely not. However, I applaud EA and the dev team for being ambitious and including extra content like this. Released in a time when DLC wasn't really a thing yet, the player is rewarded with more game by being a dedicated and thorough player. Granted, it is a pointless perk as the collectible cards literally do nothing, but still. I really like meaningless crap like this, but holy cow man, am I glad that it's over. I never was a Harry Potter fan, but the hours it took to make this video made me really not like Harry Potter. But Quidditch World Cup and Prisoner of Azkaban also have GC-to-GBA linking functionality, so I'll have to dig deep to find the motivation to cover those games with their own video in the future. But what do you think? Did you play the Harry Potter games? Did you know about this GC-to-GBA Link support? Do you hate stupid slide puzzles just as much as me? And how crazily insane am I to unlock and document this forgotten and neglected content? Let me know in the comments. And if you wanted to learn more about Gamecube-to-GBA functionality, check out my dedicated playlist right here on my channel. Until next time, thank you for watching and game on.